It's midnight and the stars won't speak. The street's asleep, but my soul's wide awake. People running.
Have you ever wondered why the midnight hour holds such spiritual significance? Throughout history, from ancient biblical times to our modern world, some of the most powerful prayers have risen in the darkest hours of night. In the Garden of Gethsemane, as the world slept, Jesus chose the midnight hours for his most intense prayers. While his disciples' eyes grew heavy, Christ poured out his heart to the Father, showing us that when the world grows quiet, heaven draws near. "Could you not watch with me for 1 hour?" he asked, teaching us the power of vigilant prayer. This tradition of midnight intercession runs deep through biblical history. Picture Paul and Silas, their backs bleeding from fresh wounds, choosing to pray and sing hymns at midnight in a Philippian jail. Their midnight praise didn't just break their chains. It shook the very foundations of the prison and led to the jailer's entire family finding salvation. King David, the psalmist warrior, wrote, "At midnight I rise to give you thanks." Even in his palace, surrounded by comfort, he understood that there's something sacred about meeting God while others sleep. These midnight encounters transformed ordinary people into spiritual giants who changed history. Today, in our modern world of endless distractions and digital noise, the practice of midnight prayer carries even greater significance. While social media feeds buzz with anxiety and screens glow with breaking news, modern prayer warriors follow ancient footsteps. They walk quiet streets, standing in the gap for their communities, just as Abraham interceded for Sodom and Moses stood between God and Israel. Think about your own city. Every street holds stories of struggle, addiction, broken families, lost youth searching for purpose. When midnight comes and the chaos of day fades, prayer warriors rise. They're not seeking spotlight or social media fame. Like Jesus in Gethsemane, they carry the weight of others' burdens to the throne of grace. The Bible shows us that spiritual battles often intensify at night. Remember how Jacob wrestled with God until daybreak, refusing to let go without a blessing. Today's intercessors carry that same determination. While emergency sirens wail and city lights flicker, they wage warfare on their knees, claiming God's promises for their generation. These modern-day prayer warriors understand what Daniel knew when he prayed 3 times daily despite death threats. Prayer isn't just religious routine. It's the lifeline that connects heaven to earth. When they walk and pray at midnight, they're joining an ancient tradition of faithful watchers who understood that darkness often precedes breakthrough. Just as Samuel heard God's voice in the night while others slept, today's midnight intercessors listen for divine whispers. They pray for the drug addict seeking one more fix, the teenager contemplating suicide, the single parent struggling to keep hope alive. Their tears water the seeds of revival, just as Jesus' prayers in Gethsemane watered the seeds of our salvation. This midnight prayer walk tradition bridges the gap between biblical times and our modern world. It reminds us that while technology advances and cultures shift, the power of intercession remains unchanged. Whether in ancient Jerusalem or today's urban landscapes, God still seeks those who will stand in the gap when others sleep. So next time you hear about prayer warriors walking city streets at midnight, remember you're witnessing a continuation of sacred history. Like Moses on Mount Sinai, like Jesus in Gethsemane, like Paul and Silas in prison, these modern intercessors prove that when darkness seems deepest, prayer still breaks chains, transforms lives, and ushers in divine light. Their footsteps echo through time, joining the countless faithful who've understood that true revival often begins in the midnight hour. While the world spins in chaos, they walk with the King of Kings, turning streets into altars and midnight hours into moments of divine encounter. The hour is late and heaven is watching. Your heart will tell on you. Your choices will reveal your destiny. Choose life. Choose truth. Choose the kingdom of God. I'm here, waiting with arms of hope and faith. Let's walk this road together, with love and fire. Lady Janice.
While the world spins out and they can't see, it's just Jesus and me walking faithfully. I ain't out here for show or fame, I'm crying for souls in His holy name. Midnight prayers, heaven hears my call, I'm standing in the gap so they won't fall. News keeps shouting that the end is near, but perfect love drives out all fear. They scroll for hope on broken screens, while I walk with the King of Kings. I see the lost, the hurt, the blind. Oh Jesus, give me your eyes and mind. Set my feet like fire in these streets, let my tears water revival seeds. While the world spins out and they can't see, it's just Jesus and me walking faithfully. I ain't out here for show or fame, I'm crying for souls in His holy name. Midnight prayers, heaven hears my call, I'm standing in the gap so they won't fall. So